sometimes the side chick get the best of the man.
And I do.
Okay. Oh my God. Are you a proud side chick?
I want you to be really honest.
Okay.
Are you her husband?
Absolutely.
Do you believe in God?
I do.
Oh, okay. There's a difference in believing in God and fearing God. I don't think that you fear God, because I don't think you understand the conviction that's being a person who is the person who is stepping into somebody's marriage. God does not approve of that. If you read that word, if you take in your daily bread, there will be a conviction. You think that this is just a book that works for you whenever you want it to work for you. That's not how it goes, baby. So for you to be able to say that you believe in God right now, that's the reason. If y'all really want to know why I'm passionate about this conversation, that's the reason. Because in my walk, I fear God. So every behavior that I have reflects on the godly principles and my fear of God. So I am never going to get up to no mic and say that I knowingly have stepped into somebody else's marriage, and I am okay with that. If the shoe was on the other foot, I guarantee you if the shoe was on the other foot. You talking about this woman doesn't approve of that. You causing pain to that woman as well. We as brothers and sisters of Christ, we are not supposed to be causing intentional pain on somebody else. So I challenge you, since you got up to this mic to try to challenge your girl Kitty. I challenge you, okay? Because now you finna see 6'5" growth side. I challenge you, honey. I challenge you. Maybe you need to fast so you can get that spiritual demon off of you.
All right, Shalom, Akim, Shalom. First of all, I want to give all glory, all honor, and all praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakak, and give double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone. Shalom, peace, and blessings to the hopeful elect, and to you brothers that push forward in this word and truth and in sincerity. My name is Kassad, coming to you brothers again with a quick message, hoping to edify the sheep of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father, who's ignorantly called God, and Yahweh Shai being the name of his only begotten Son, who's ignorantly called Jesus Christ. And there's a reason why the Lord Yahweh ordained specific men to receive his word, number one, and he put men in charge of the word, because the woman is not set to preach the scriptures because she don't have understanding, all right? But let's go to that scripture, right? Because this woman thinks she's doing some kind of good work when she's actually completely off. All right, so this is 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 11. It says, "Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man." That's going to come back twice. "But to be in silence. For Adam was first formed, then Eve. And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression." All right, so first of all, the first woman, the heavy-set woman, the one that said that she's sleeping with another man's wife, or excuse me, she's sleeping with a woman's husband, so to speak. She's not doing anything wrong, all right? Not at all. If she doesn't have a husband of her own, she's well within her right to do so. We're going to prove it with the scriptures. And this ultimately is the reason why the Lord did not ordain women to preach, because they get in their feelings, and he didn't give her understanding. All right, so let's go to the law. All right, let's go here. Leviticus chapter 20, we're going to go to verse 10. Bring it out all the time. It says, "And the man that committeth adultery with another man's wife, even he that committeth adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death." Now notice it says the man that committeth adultery with another man's wife. All right, so she is a side chick. And there's nothing wrong in the scriptures with being a side chick if you don't have a husband. Okay? It's completely righteous. We have many examples, in regards to that. All right, the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel were born of quote unquote side chicks, as people put it nowadays. Okay? Because Jacob had two wives, Leah and Rachel, and then he also had two maids. Their two maids, he also had children with them. And that is what it is. All right, let's go back to that video real quick, and then we go to the scriptures. Again.
Bitch, I really want to punch your fuck.
Of course, we got that ratchet abomination, Cardi B, popping up.
Sometimes the side chick get the best of the man.
And I do. Okay. Oh, my God.
Now, hold on. She says that. Why do you think that is? You know, a woman has a certain duty to a man. And you have to fulfill that duty. Otherwise, the man's going to find another woman. He's going to deal. He could hate, for example, let's say if he hates his first wife because she's not doing her duty. You can have more than one wife. Hate first wife. Hate wife. Let's see here. This is Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 13. It says, if any man take a wife and go in unto her and hate her and give occasions of speech against, actually, hold on. That's not what we want. Salakia. Where is it? Hateth. Give me 1 second, Aki. All right, Salakia, brothers. We're going to go to Deuteronomy 21 and 15. Because, again, it's righteous for a man to have more than one wife. Okay? There's nothing wrong with it. There's more women on the planet than there are men. All right? So this is Deuteronomy chapter 22. 15. I just had it. Hold on. Okay, 21 and 15. Salakia. This is Deuteronomy chapter 21, verse 15. It says, if a man have two wives, one beloved and another hated, and they have borne him children, both the beloved and the hated, and if the firstborn son be hers that was hated, then it shall be, when he maketh his sons to inherit that which he hath, that he may not make the son of the beloved firstborn before the son of the hated, which is indeed the firstborn. So here's the point. All right. So we acknowledged right here that a man has two wives, one that he loves and one that he does not love. All right. So that is written in the scriptures. It's written in the second book of the law, Deuteronomy 21 and 15. So if a man has two wives, right, one main chick and a side chick, there's nothing wrong with that. It's written here in the law. All right, because otherwise the law would have that the man is not allowed to have more than one wife. All right, let's see real quick, because first of all, a woman has a certain duty to her husband. And if she's not fulfilling that duty, she's going off and she's out of order. All right, so this is Titus chapter 2, verse 3. It says, the aged women likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things, that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children. All right. So the whole purpose of a woman is to love her husband, because remember, they're teaching the younger women to do so, and they have to be an example of that. And if the first woman that he was with was not loving him the right way, he has a right as a man to go about and get a second one. All right. So he can do that. It is what it is. It's in a man's right to do that. Let's go back to this video. YouTube is ridiculous, man. It's just so much nonsense.
Sometimes the side chick get the best of the man.
And I do. Okay. Oh, my God. Oh, you a proud side chick.
I want you to be really honest.
Okay.
Are you her husband?
Absolutely. Do you believe in God? I do.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, if she doesn't have her own husband, right? There's nothing wrong with that. As a matter of fact, in the days we're going to go to Rachel and Leah and Jacob. Let's go back. This is Genesis chapter 29. All right, because Jacob had two wives and they were cool with it. Let's go sons of Jacob, right here, because the tribes of Israel were established from 4 women through the seed of 1 man. Genesis chapter 30, verse 1. And when Rachel saw that she bare Jacob no children, Rachel envied her sister and said unto Jacob, give me children or else I die. And Jacob's anger was kindled against Rachel, and he said, am I in the most high stead, who hath withheld from thee the fruit of the womb? So he didn't have no charge of it, man. Jacob loved Rachel, so of course he would, if it was in his power, have her have his children. However, it was ordained of the Lord that she did not have children. Okay, why? Because the Lord put the spirit upon Leah to have more children first. Okay, that was the lot that the Lord had allowed. Okay, because that was his first wife. So the Lord, knowing that Rachel was the second wife, right? He again, if it was wicked, she would have been destroyed, and they would have all been destroyed. All right, verse 3. And she said, behold, my maid Bilhah, go in unto her, and she shall bear upon my knees, that I may also have children by her. So again, this was Rachel saying to Jacob, here's my maid. The maid of Rachel was essentially used as a side chick, quote unquote, to bear forth children, because that's the whole purpose of what these women are supposed to do. Okay, so there's nothing wicked about it at all. But the thing is, the problem is in the modern day, women believe that they're on even footing with the man. And they think that a man is only supposed to have one wife, when these women have had many husbands, which is weird. It's very weird. It's wicked. Let's go. I should not be doing this every single time I go out of the app, man.
Sometimes the side chick get the best of the man.
And I do. Okay. Oh, my God. Are you a proud side chick?
I want you to be really honest.
Okay.
Are you her husband?
Absolutely.
She's probably a silent and loving woman. She probably treats him good, and he appreciates that. And this is the thing. A silent and loving woman is a gift from the Most High. She probably cooks for him, treats him a lot better, passionately, probably, has better, intimacy with him. We'll keep it like that. And there's nothing wrong with that. As a matter of fact, there's going to come a time when multiple women are going to be pleading to be with one man. All right? I'm going to get that in a second because I want to let this video play.
Do you believe in God? I do. Oh, okay. There's a difference in believing in God and fearing God. I don't think that you fear God because I don't think you understand the conviction that's being a person who is the person who is stepping into somebody's marriage. God does not approve of that. If you read that word,
Hold up. So why didn't the Lord strike down Jacob and Bilhah? Why did the Lord not strike down Jacob for having sex with Rachel's handmaid? Why did the Lord not strike down Jacob for having sex with Rachel and having sex with Leah? And then Leah's handmaid. Why did the Lord not shut this down? Because it's righteous for a man to do so. So you're speaking according to your own heart. You're not speaking according to the word of the Lord. And this is why the women are supposed to be silent in the churches, because you're causing people to be disrupted. You're leading them onto destruction. Now, let's say this woman is to hear these words and be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. She apologizes to that woman and she goes and sleeps with another man. You caused that woman to commit adultery. And now she's going off and now you're causing confusion. All right. This is where the scriptures say that through the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die.
Taking your daily bread, there will be a conviction. You think that this is just a book that works for you whenever you want it to work for you. That's not how it goes, baby. So for you to be able to say that you believe in God right now, that's the reason. If y'all really want to know why I'm passionate about this conversation, that's the reason. Because in my walk, I fear God. So every behavior that I...
So first of all, you say you fear God, right? What's up with you, like, with your hair, man? The Lord didn't give you that color hair. That's that apparel. The women of God are supposed to have modest apparel. Let's go there. Because this is ridiculous. You women think that we're supposed to be equal to you? Like there's no superiority of the man? Ain't no goddamn way, man. All right, so modest apparel. Because you're arrayed in like immodest apparel. All right, this is 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 9. It says, in like manner also that the women adorn themselves in modest apparel with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with broidered hair or gold or pearls or costly arrays. So you're a hypocrite. You're telling this woman that she should not be sleeping with somebody else's husband, even though now that's going to be her husband, because men are entitled to have more than one woman. But you have these eyelashes, these cum catchers, and you also have red hair. You speak as if you're a woman of God, but you're not wearing modest apparel like a godly woman would.
Reason, because in my walk, I fear God. So every behavior that I have reflects on the godly principles and my fear of God.
So you don't have the fear of God, because again, the scriptures tell us also that, let's go to Job 39 and 17. I feel like I bring this out every video, but it's cool because it's very relevant to the situation. It says, because the Most High hath deprived her of wisdom, neither hath he imparted to her understanding. So the women, that's who we're speaking to, the woman does not have wisdom or understanding, especially a wicked ass woman of this world, man. You know, we're not supposed to give a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad. And this lady, she thinks that she is an authority to speak on the word of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, on the scriptures. She thinks that. But you're going off, because the scriptures command you to be silent in the churches. Not even to mention that, man. You're not supposed to. Go back here. Salakia, brothers. Give me a second. Salakia, brothers. I just kept getting a phone call. You know, it's an important phone call, but they'll call back. Let's close this out real quick. Now, we got to go to where the scriptures say that there's going to be a time where 4 women shall, or let's see, hold on. It says 7 women shall cleave unto one man. Now, if that wasn't righteous, why would it be written in the scriptures prophesying that this will happen? This is Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1. It says, and in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man. Why? Because a man is going to be able to sustain multiple women, and it's righteous for a man to be able to do that. Because remember, the scriptures say that a woman shall be saved in childbearing. And there's only going to be so many men available, because a man is going to be as like more precious than fine gold, man. Roughly paraphrasing. But this is Isaiah 4 and 1. It says, and in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. And how is a woman's reproach taken away? Let's go here. Let's go back to 1 Timothy 2 and 15. This is 1 Timothy 2 and 15. It says, notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing, if they continue in faith, in charity, and holiness with sobriety. So that's how the women are saved. That's how the Lord takes away the woman's reproach. When they give forth to righteous children through a man of the Lord, that's how a woman is going to be able to be saved, because they bring forth the seed of the man. All right. So a man is able and well within his right to have more than one woman, if he can handle it, as long as she does not belong to another man. And the fact that the black woman is trying to get another man, a woman, to stop being a side chick, quote unquote, is ridiculous.
Sometimes the side chick get.
That's not how it goes, baby. So for you to be able to say that you believe in God right now, that's the reason. If y'all really want to know why I'm passionate about this conversation, that's the reason. Because in my walk, I fear God. So every behavior that I have reflects on the godly principles and my fear of God.
That's bullshit. You're just speaking. The scriptures say to the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, is because there's no light in them. And there's nothing that you're saying that is according to the scriptures. You're not quoting any scriptures, even though you're not even supposed to. And you're trying to give wicked counsel to a woman who is doing nothing wrong, in the sense, for all that we can see and all that we know of that situation. She's not doing anything wrong by sleeping with a man who has a wife already. We've already proven that. As a matter of fact, let's go. Hold on. Let's go back to it, because we got to finish that out. Deuteronomy We're going to go to Genesis, Genesis chapter 29, I believe. Genesis 29. Jacob meets Rachel. And what happens, right? Look at this. Actually, verse 30. Chapter 30. Let's see here. It's Genesis chapter 30, verse 3. And she said, Behold, my maid Bilhah, go in unto her, and she shall bear upon my knees, that I may also have children by her. She basically allowed her to lay with her husband because she was barren at that point in time. And she gave him Bilhah, her handmaid, to wife. And Jacob went in unto her, meaning he had sex with her. She would be literally considered a side chick or a wife. Now, Bilhah was not going to be able to lay with another man. If she did that, that would be adultery. But Jacob was well within his right, and Rachel was well within her right to give her handmaid to be her husband's new wife, one of his wives, because he was able to handle business with all of the women, man. That's righteous. That's how he spreads the seed, because she's going to be saved. She knew through the Spirit she would be saved through childbearing. This is Genesis 30 and 5. And Bilhah conceived and bare Jacob a son. And Rachel said, The Most High hath judged me, and hath also heard my voice, and hath given me a son. Therefore called she his name Dan. And Bilhah, Rachel's maid, conceived again and bare Jacob a second son. Remember, she knows that the whole duty of the woman is to serve the husband and bring forth children. And Rachel said, With great wrestlings have I wrestled with my sister, and I have prevailed. And she called his name Naphtali. All right. So it's righteous and well within the customs of Israelites, and for a man to have more than one wife. And we also know that King Solomon had 700 wives and 300 concubines, man. We know also that, who else had multiple wives? Abraham, right? He had multiple wives. Remember, he had Ishmael's mother and he had Isaac's mother. Isaac's mother was Rebekah. So anybody who's trying to say that it's wicked for a man to have more than one wife is a goddamn abomination. And of course, those words come from a so-called black woman saying that. All right. So Lord willing, this was edifying to you, brothers and you sisters. And I want to give all glory, all honor, and all praise unto Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash, double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone. Shalom and abad babal. Shalom.